Hey girls, this is my vendor setup. I do really big equine fairs, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch this around. This one is a 3-day Iowa horse fair. I do another one at Equifest. The trick is to find your niche and get in there. So here is my booth. There's Haley, she's helping. Yay! So this is something that a lot of people have commented on. My podium here is actually a toolbox that somebody had made that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace for like 20 bucks. It's really hard to roll around, but it is totally awesome because people just walk right up and they grab. And when they walk up, I say, hey, have you tried Color Street yet? And they're like, tried what? I'm like, come pick a color, girl. That's all I say. I don't say like, explain Color Street. I just say, come on over, pick a color. And they pick a color. We do a twosie, and while they're looking at it, like totally amazed, then we lead into getting into my Ranch Wife Pretties group on Facebook. So we come over here, sucks them right on in here. This is door prize for Ranch Wife Pretties getting in to my Facebook group. This is not for any purchasing here. It's my Ranch Wife Pretties group. So I've got my QR code right here. Yeah, they just scan it and jump in Ranch Wife Pretties. I usually get 100 to 200 new VIPs, and I can find them again later. This guy right here, I just did this weekend. This is a 10-day-old Manny, and this is just pictures of all the things I've done while I've been wearing this Manny. So they can, when they're like, oh my gosh, but I do gardening. I can't wear that. And then I'm like, boom, here it is. Okay, so this is a 6-foot table. That's a 4x2. And I have a folding chair underneath there holding up like a piece of really thin like board. So it like connects in the corner. This one is also a 4x2 folding table. These guys here, again, I got off of Facebook Marketplace. Pretty handy just to add a little different something here. I usually do, like we're in Iowa, so I did these, and I do like the current trend sets. So these are like spring sets. I do these guys, you know, you can unzip and rezip, so you can put 4 of them together. I do find that the light in here is really amazing, but if I do the little light bar, which I bought super cheap off of Amazon, and those are actually chicken brooder lights, but make sure you get the floodlight, not the heat lamp, but they work really good. Light makes a huge difference for seeing the color. If the light is terrible, this guy needs to go flat so they can see the colors. So I do designs, solids, shimmers and overlays, and glitters. Everybody does it different. That's just how it works in my mind, so I can fill it up. Then I've got my private share night, which is a new way to refer to parties. So I actually had, this is just from last weekend, and I am booked up through, I've got a few holes to fill this weekend to be booked all the way through June. Super fun. I do the live prize wheel so they can see it, see how it works. That's how I do my parties, but signing up for it is awesome here. If they sign up for one, they get something free right out of the bat. My basket for hand care has all the prices on there. Several places I have the prices listed. This is my niche display. So I do the ones I know are going to go well. If I'm at a horse one, I'm doing the turquoise, I'm doing the sunflowers, I'm doing the paisleys and the cow print and the dogs. These are the ones I know those gals love, and I have a bunch of. This one's a picture of my very first Manny, telling the story about how I became a stylist when they're like, well, how'd you get into this? And I'm like, that's my very first Manny. It's at 4 o'clock in the morning in the barn, and I went out and I tell them all the things I did that day and loaded cattle and fixed fence and stuff, and it looked just like that when I got back. So then this is actually the sub box 10-day-old Manny right here, but I have a QR code to take him to the sub box. Just shows them kind of some of the options in there. This is just a few jellies. We've got Frenches and pedicures. I do not move very many pedicures, so I am phasing out of that. So that's all I have left in pedicures. And then I sell some clear Frenches. Very rarely. I just have like a couple of those other ones just for funsies. This little design is now for all our new Pretties. I sold a bunch last weekend. I had it switched the other way and the other side filled, but this is all I have left. Okay, so that's 2x4 table. These are the boxes I use to haul stuff. One of these and one of these fits down in the bottom of this. Awesome. So you can stack them. So you can get 2 of these guys and 2 of these guys in one of these boxes from Sam's. So you can see there's a little piece of like wood board here that sits on that chair to make my corner. Just gives me more room. I put all of my sets on top of the boxes so that I can just grab them out and refill up here. I only have basically one of everything out. Okay, there's my sign. Everybody has great things to say about my sign. It actually was a piece from a play set that we had for my kids that got blown over by the wind, and I just took a burner to it, a little, like a burning tool. People like that. Okay, this is the new part. This is the makeup station, right? So it's just a 2x4 folding table with that goes up to bar height. I like the white background on this one. Seems to work really well. The light makes a big difference. I have one of each for them to try. Obviously, they need to have the throwaway sponges, so no one is putting any of their germs in there. And then I got this little guy on Amazon. It's a 9-hole, and I just put my extras up here. And then there's this guy, which I really like. I think I paid $50 for it. I had one that was smaller last weekend, and I did not like it. It didn't change color. Like this one changes color to like the other one was just harsh light, and it was not big enough. People had to get like right up in it, and it really just didn't work out very good. So I really like this one. Adds a lot of light. You don't have to get so close, and you can do your makeup right here and look at your lip products as well. Of course, we got these little guys. I got them on Amazon. They're the same ones that are on the VO. And I have one of all of the lipsticks, and then they can just try each one of them with these little guys. I always tell them about the tinted lip balm. Got the liners there. Yeah. What else? I went ahead and put these out here because I don't know all the words yet. I have not memorized all the words. So like what our claims can be, what the ingredient things, and I know it says claims on here and it's a little sketchy, but it's the first thing I could print. So I'll probably just go to the cheek insert when I get those. So this is the lipstick insert. We just drop those there. Got the colors here. Colors. And then I used the two-fold. So there's 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And I just put a couple of those there. And then on the outside of my booth, since I got an end cap, I can just add a few more that people can look at when they go by. So I have a rolly chair that goes away for the extra help. I do a tall chair so I can be eye to eye with people. If you're going to be anywhere more than a day, you're going to want one of those squishy pads, because otherwise this concrete will kill your feet. Bring good help. Super good help. Yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, just give me a shout. That's Rancho Wife Pretties.